so welcome back to my channel. Alright, so what are we doing today and what are we learning today? Welcome to James JB Forex and Data Analysis Academy. So alright, so what are we learning today? Today we are looking into how to get a like how to know how to identify a valid order block, right? So how to identify a valid order block. Alright, so what are the things we need, or what are the things we must look at for to get a valid order block, right? So let's go into it. So let's use some drawing before we go into the chart, right? So for what are the first things for us to know before we can get a valid order block, right? So number first thing, there must be an FVG, an imbalance, right? Market must print an FVG or imbalance. They are the fair value gap, right? So they are the fair value gap. So market must print it. Market must print it before you can identify valid order block, and there must be a impulsive move. There must be an impulsive move, right? So and the previous the candle that break the previous high or the previous low must be the body, must not be must not be the weak, right? So like, what does that mean? Like this. This lower high, this lower low, this higher low, this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So how can you identify a valid order block, right? So there must be an impulsive move, and there must be an FVG. Then what are FVG? FVG are also known as a space within a candle. Like this. Candle 1, space between 3 candles. Candle 2, then 3. So you can identify your order block. You see, these are the space. This is the first candle, second candle, third candle. The space between it. Now, if you mark out let's say you mark out your order block here. You see, the market print and FVG. You see, there is an FVG here. Let's shift this up very well for us to be able to see it very well. This is it's also considered as FVG, right? So see, there must be a space. There are the 3 space. There's space between 3 candles. So you see, there is FVG here, and it can be considered as a valid order block. And there must be an impulsive move. So break of the previous low, so you can just use your BOS, and must be taken out by use your break of structure. Break of structure is also here. Break of structure is also here. The break of structure is also here. So there must be an FVG for you to valid, like something like this. There must be an FVG here for you to get the valid, a mass and valid order block, right? So there must also be an FVG for you to get a valid. Like I was just marking out the other block. You also choose you must choose the one out of the one that is very okay. So could we just wait for market to do something like this? Then I choose this down one. Don't wait for market to break these inducements. Then I get to come into your break. Also break the structural liquidity. Market will come into your other block. Then you have to look out for it as lower time frame to take your confirmation entry, and you allow it to you allow it to make a confirmation to make a COCH. Confirmation entry is COCH in lower time frame. You allow the market to show you a COCH, you change your character before you jump into it. Yeah, guys. So just market for you to then you're in profit. Boom. So for you to identify a valid order block, there must be an impulsive move and there must be an LVG. So let's go into this chart, into the chart. Let me show you guys how to identify it. Alright. So sorry guys. Let me jump. I will come up with the next. You see? Yeah, I marked this out, right? So let's check what the market is doing. See, in this uptrend stuff, on this uptrend, see, there are a lot of COCH here. There are a lot of break of structure here. See, market break the previous high. So this is a valid break of structure because the market break the previous high. This is the previous high. Sorry guys for my English. Very sorry. I want to draw it out for you guys. So finding a circle. Just finding a circle we can use. This is the previous. So this is the previous high. As you can see, this is the previous high, and the market break the previous high with a body, not a wick. You see, the market break it with the body. This is the wick, the thin layer in a candle. The thin layer in a candle. Those are considered a wick. So the market break the previous high with a body, not a wick. So this is, you can consider it as a valid order block, right? So you can consider it as a valid order block. And this candle printed it's printed a COCH. It's printed a VA value gap. It's printed a VA value gap. Yes. Printed it here. So there's VA value gap here. Market is VA value gap here, and you can also consider it as a valid order block, right? So let's go into the second one. You see, the market also broke this previous high with a body, not a wick, right? So those things, and there is LVG here also, VA value gap. You see. But there must be an impulsive move, and there's an impulsive move here. So it's printed FVG. So this is how to find out to see a valid order block on board. Let me show you something here. the market break the previous low here with a week. The market break the previous low here with a week. You see, and it's also not it's also not considered as a, you know, it's also not considered as a, it's considered as this change of character, right? Because, you know, the market is going uptrend before, then break this previous low, then, and this break this with a week, not a body. So, but I took it as my order block. I took this somewhere here as my order block. So right, that's how to spot out a valid order block. Alright, guys. Hope you are clear with what I just taught you, right? And I'm very sorry about my English. Sorry guys about my English. I will improve and I'll make sure I make you guys proud, alright? Thank you guys. See you next time. Make sure you subscribe, follow, and you share it to all your friends. Alright guys, thank you so much. See you another day, another time. Love you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, see you. Peace out.